Yes,
ma'am.
and one more suggestion. Please, those who are having a laptop, please download the AutoCAD. If you want download AutoCAD, you just one day you come to the college and you ask our lab sir. One sir will be there in our lab, AutoCAD lab. You can ask them, or you can ask your uh, in charge sir. In charge faculty is there, na?
Here is the website, ma'am, in which we should download.
Okay, whatever, however you want to, the student that will be there, na? So you will get a free.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, please, all of you, please inform to all the students, all your students, to download AutoCAD latest version. I think it's 2019. Please download. Okay. Now, this we are doing the cycloid. Okay. Last class I given the definition of the cycloid. So this all. Can you wait for just 2 minutes? Please wait for 2 minutes. Please, I will display in this one. Please draw this figure. Yes, copied. All of you. Should I explain once again? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Given this is cycloid, the this circle is 5 meters diameter. So you have to take 2.5 centimeter as a radius and draw the circle of 5 centimeters diameter, right? Then make it into 12 equal parts. So each angle is 30, 30, 30. Okay. You make it, put your drafter here, not drafter, sorry, protractor here, and 30, 60, and 90, like that you put the dots here. Then you extend this line, so so that you can divide here also. No need to again measure this portion. Okay, so like that you divide into 12 parts. Okay, and this line and this horizontal line is, the length of this line is equal to circumference of this circle. Circumference of this circle, right? So how to find the circumference? Pi d, pi into diameter of the circle. So with pi into 5 centimeters, we got around 15.7 like that. This total length is we got as 15.7 centimeters. Okay, and this line should be perpendicular to this vertical line. So I have shown here this 90 degrees also perpendicular line. Can you able to see? right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, after drawing like this, then draw the lines, all parallel lines to the baseline. This is nothing but a path we can say. When the wheel is rolling on the straight path, the position of P we have to find out. That is the cycloid. The curve, the position of point P is making the curve. That is the cycloid. Okay. So here 12, make it a 12 equal parts and number it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. Again here P and 12 at the same point. Okay, P and 12 at the same point. And draw the lines parallel to this path or baseline. All lines should be parallel to this one. Okay, please maintain this 90 degrees, then only you will get it correct. When you draw the parallel lines, when you start from, suppose when you start from 11 here, so it should automatically pass through point 1 exactly. Then your drawing is very good. Means your drawing is, you are doing drawing very perfect. Okay, like that you have to draw. When you start from point 10, then parallel to this baseline, then it should pass through point 2. It should pass through point 2. Okay, so similarly all are like that only. Okay, see here, of course this 9 and 3 is passing in the straight line, and 8 and 4, right? 7 and 5 and 6. Is it clear here? Now after drawing this one, now here on the circle, on the circumference of the circle we made 12 parts, right? We made 12 parts. And here also we have to make the straight line which is equal to pi d. You can write here distance also. Pi d also you can write it pi d. Okay. So this straight line you have to make into 12 parts. It means what? This curve, can you see the curve? This one P to 1. This curve, the length of this curve is equal to the length of uh, P1, P1 dash, right? When this wheel is rolling on the straight path, so this point 1 will come here, point 2 will come here, point 3 will come here, point 4 will come here. Okay, when it is moving, then what is the position of P at each every point? When point 1 will come here, the point P will be here somewhere. When 2 will come here, then somewhere P will be here. If 3, P will be here. If 4, P will be here. If 5, P will be somewhere. If 6, P will be here, like that. So the path, the position of the P, we have to show uh, we have to show the, that is the cycloid. Okay. So now here, so how to make these equal parts? Already you have learned in the second class how to divide into equal parts. So here we want to divide into 12 parts, right? So from here, from P, draw one line of length 12 centimeter. From P, draw a line of 12 centimeter. Okay, and here this angle should be 15 degrees to 45 degrees. 15 degrees to 45 degrees. No need to measure exactly. Okay, you know how much is 15 and you know how much is 45 without measuring, right? So roughly you take a line, length of the line of 12 centimeters. Okay, and you mark it each and every centimeter. And please don't write here 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't make yourself confusion. Okay, just you make it into 12 parts and put a point at each and every centimeter, right? Yes or no? If you are having any doubts, you can ask, please. Yes, and this end of the line and this end of the line, join these two ends. Join these two ends. Okay, join these two ends. Then from this point, put a parallel, draw a line parallel to this line. From this point, draw a parallel to this line. Okay, so it will cut at the point 11. Somewhere it is cutting on this line. Okay, and similarly this one also, from this point, draw a line parallel to this line, parallel to this line, and it will cut somewhere here. So that is 10. Okay, like that you divide all the points, draw all parallel lines here. This is the method of dividing any length of the line equal parts. Okay, so draw all parallel lines. When you measure this one, this will be all equal to, these are all equal to each other, and it is also equal to the length of one curve here, which we divided into 12 parts. Okay, is it clear now? Are you all doing?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, that last part is not meeting that piece last point, ma'am.
No, first don't take into 12 parts here. Means I mean, don't number it. After drawing this line of 12 centimeters, the end line and this point, this end one, join these end points.
First, we need to
Okay.
join that end point, ma'am.
Yes, first you have to join these end points. And with roller, just put a roller parallel to this one, just move towards left. And when the roller comes, then start a line, draw a line from this point and draw the line. So it will come parallel to this line, right?
Okay, ma'am.
And similarly, all lines are like that only. Just cut this line. You cut this line all. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Then after cutting, then name it like 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, 4 dash. Or you can name it as 1, 2, 3, 4 like that also. Or else if you, I will write numbers here, because already I have written here 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't want to write again here. Just try to understand. In the first class, you have done 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I don't want to make here again 1, 2, 3, 4. Already here 1, 2, 3, 4 is there. Okay. These are all, remember, these are all like construction lines. Okay. Is it finished?
Madam, but at what angle we should cut, madam? At 1 dash 2
Any
dash.
angle. That angle should be between 15 degrees to 45 degrees. Any angle that is 15 degrees to 45 degrees. Why? Because I will tell you this reason in the scales. Remember this point, why 15 to 45? Remember this point. I will tell in the scales topic. After this, we'll be doing scales. Right? There I will explain.
Madam, if we take 1 dash 15 degrees, then we should take all 15 degrees, madam.
No, ma, this line, you take any angle with this horizontal line. It should be approximately between 15 to 45. No need to measure exactly. Just to draw the line. Not like very narrow angle. Just to take some angle. How much is your paper is visible, available is there, place is there. That, but don't take very small angle like this. If you take very small angle, we cannot divide like that. Take a little bit big angle. That is, it should be 15 to 45 degrees. First class or second class, already sir has told. Okay. Is it clear now?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So after dividing, after cutting this line, this length of pi d, this horizontal line, then from here you name it as 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash like that, or 1, 2, 3. Don't write 1, 2, 3. 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, because this is 1, this is 2. So 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash like that till 12. 12 and P is one, both the same point. Okay. Now after marking the 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash, from 1, draw a vertical line passing through the center. Draw a vertical line passing through the center. Like all the lines, you have to draw the vertical line from 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. I am writing here C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. Okay. Now after drawing, after showing this here, C12 and C is one and the same. C12 and C is one and the same. Don't get confused. Okay. Now, now will you please all of you stop doing? Just look at the screen. Please all of you stop doing. Don't hold your pencil or pen, whatever you are having in your hand. Please keep it on your table and just look on the screen now. This is important. These are the constructions. Now we have to draw the curve now. Cycloid. Yes. Now, with protractor, measure uh, P and C as a radius. What is the length of P and C? What is the length of PC?
2.5 centimeters.
0.5
Yes.
centimeters.
Yes, good. So measure PC 2.5 centimeters. Okay. With compass, I told you you have to keep permanent one pencil of HB grade permanently to your compass. It should be smaller than the height of the compass, so that when you draw the circle, it should not hit your finger. So it should be smaller than the your compass. Small pencil, around 6-7 centimeters. HB pencil. Okay. Now take a radius of 2.5 centimeters, right? And C1 as a center. C1 as a center. Cut this first line. The first line means the line is passing on point 1. You cut here. Okay. So now I will do here arcs. C1 as a radius, C1 as a center. Okay. C1 as a center. And I want to change the radius. Radius is 2.5. Your radius is 2.5. Okay. Then I am cutting like this.
Nine onwards, everyone switch on your cam. I am on a tiling mode and I want to see all of you, okay, immediately. Okay, do it immediately. Switch on your cameras.
Yes. Now I cut this. Can you able to see this curve here? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. With compass, you also do like that. C1 as a center, 2.5 as a radius. Cut this line. C1 kada. So you have to cut the line, which that line is passing to point 1 here. This line. So this becomes P1 now. I will later on write the P1, P2, P3. So this is the point, the intersection of this one now. So this is the point. So it will cut here, this side only. Compared to this vertical line, it will cut this here only. It will not cut here. If it is cutting here, your drawing is not so good. Right? Now another one. Now same radius. Now C2 as a radius. C2 as a radius. Cut line passing through point 2. Okay. Like this. Got it now? C2 as a center, 2.5 as a radius. Cut this line. Similarly, C3 also. Similarly, C3 also. Let's say C3 as a center, 2.5 as a radius. Cut here somewhere. It will be cutting on this line. Okay. Like this. Now, similarly, C4 as a radius. C4 as a radius. You have to cut this line. And here, again, C5 as a center,
Yeah. So my question was, the different kinds of side distances, have you understood or not? You have given your assignments also. Have you solved the problems properly? Have you understood the particular points which were covered in the classroom, or is there any point I need to explain in detail is what I'm asking you face to face? Give me an answer. There are lots of people who are still not there, what I'll ask you. Roll number,
Now all of you are getting?
yes, switch on the camera.
All of you are getting or not?
See, let it be very
Say yes or no.
This is not the way of
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So like that till you do till C11. You do till C11.
on campus, but you don't even give me answer. What's the reason behind that?
So for C6 automatically the point will come here only because this radius is 2.4, 2.5, right? So automatically it come here only. No change. Let's see. So if I draw the curve,
Yes, switch on the camera.
I want to draw the curve even though. Okay?
Yes, and for
2.5, 250. Yes. 3 here. Then if I extend this line, it will come exactly here. So you should, if you draw, when you draw the with compass, you should also get like this, because exactly the this length is radius of the circle, nothing but 2.5 centimeters, right? Okay. Now with same C7, you have to cut this line. So by this line, this line is passing through point 7. So that's why from C7, you have to cut this line. Similarly, from C8, you have to cut this line. C9, you have to cut this line. Like that, you will get till here. With C11, it will cut somewhere here. Yes. So here, what I want to do, I don't want to use this one. I want to use uh, a, a mirror. So I don't want to use that one. Using many commands. Instead of that, I will use this one. So mirror command, I want to select this object, this one, this one, this one, this one. This is not required. Okay. Then enter. So my mirror line is this one. I want to make my mirror line, and this one I want. So I got. Yes, I made it like this. Now is it clear, all of you? Okay. And here I want to make a small points here. I want to show the small points. You also make a point here clearly. Make a point here clearly. Make a point here clearly with pencil, HB pencil.
And then after that, I have even explained by using don't switch off your cams. I have asked you to
I want to make a point here.
to the different kinds of distances.
So you also make a point, a small point, not very bigger one, small point. Why? Because when you draw the freehand line, freehand curve, our vision will go exactly at the point only. Okay, that's why I'm making you to mark a point here. Understood?
Roll numbers who are the others who are present here. Present? So when I'm asking you something, please give me answers to what I'm telling you to do. I don't want silence, otherwise again the entire class is going asking you people to switch off the cameras. I don't want to repeat it again. Is it clear, everyone? Yes? Be prepared. Don't switch off your cameras as of now. Okay, I haven't told.
So the point will start
I
here.
want responses
Point.
on a frequent basis. When I
Now is it clear, all of you?
if you ask questions,
Have you made?
you're not asking questions, you're not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So later I will write the points here like P1, P2. This is of course P12 only. So this will P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Now what you have to do is you have to draw the freehand curve from starting from P, starting from P1, P2 like this. Okay. So start, but don't overwrite it. Take a thick pencil, HB pencil, single stroke. It should be a very single stroke. If you want, you can move your drawing sheet like this comfortably. Okay. So I will draw the SP line. SP line. So I will start from here.
I told you that when you are going for horizontal alignment, okay, when you go for horizontal alignment, there are different kinds of shapes of alignment. You have got circular curve, okay, and then you have got the transition curve, which I covered previously also, and I told you what is the importance of transition curve. It helps in transitioning, smooth transitioning from one alignment to another.
Now can you able to see here? See this point, and at point P6 it is not going beyond the line. When I'm marking at P7, this line is not going beyond the line. It should not go beyond the line. Okay, see the curve here.
And in that, it will clearly explain.
So please draw the freehand curve passing through all these points. So
Do you remember, or do you want me to show that video again? Here, when we are talking about super elevation, I have shown you some.
this is the last one. Right, I don't want to, I want to see this, the position of the curve, then I want to end it this one. Okay, like this. Enter. Now all of you got this one? Yes or no? So this is a cycloid. So this is the cycloid. So here I want to write P1, P2, P3.
Indian answer, remember, if you don't even understand what is super elevation, I will give you something easy to well. What is that? It is the rise of the outer portion.
This is P1. This is P2. Please you also make it points. This is P3. This is P3. P3 and C1 is different, right? This is C1. This is P3. This is P4. This is P5. This is P6. P7. P8. This is P9. Okay. So here I will make it P9. This is P10. This is P11. This is of course P12. The position same after one cycle, after one revolution of this wheel. So again it's coming its original place here, right? It's coming up original place. Okay. Have you all marked this one? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, good. Now, for this one also, we had to show the normal and tangent. For this one also, you have to show the normal and tangent. Okay. So, is there in the question it's given that you have to make the draw the tangent and normal to the curve at point on it 40 mm from the line. Draw the tangent and normal to the curve at the point on it 40 mm from the line. So 40 mm from the line, somewhere you measure this one from here to here 40 mm. Somewhere you will be getting, measure this 40 mm. Anywhere you may get here or here somewhere. So 40 mm, just so I will make it here 1 point.
In which one of them was this, that clearly shows, wait, I'm not, but when I'm asking you questions, you're not responding, but using this, I think you will be able to recollect that what I'm saying, so that
So I want to make somewhere here. If you want, you can make somewhere here also. So just I will say this as a P, just P, just P. So this become P12, this become P12, right? So this one you make it as just P, point P. Okay, I will write it later on. Then from here, you take as a radius, take as a radius. What is the radius of the circle? What is the radius of the circle?
2.5 centimeters.
Yes, so 2.5 centimeter. So take this as a center, measure 2.5 with compass and cut it somewhere. It will be cutting somewhere else here, this portion. Okay. Now here also I will do. So start. Here somewhere it will be cutting. So just I am keeping my cursor here. Okay. So 250. So this will be showing anti-clockwise. Just wait. So this is center. $250. Somewhere it is there, right? So draw the line from. You may draw the line. Just you make something as M like that. You mark this point as a M. Okay. Mark as M here. Okay. Now from M, you just mark as a vertical line. Only vertical line touching the base line or touching this part like this. Okay. Let me write here a text also. This point is, let us say, point P. Just P. And this one as M. I want to make it capital letter M. And this one as M dash. M dash. Is it clear now? Have you all got what I'm doing here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And one thing I want to tell you, if you take this as a center and read this as a radius, right, 2.5. If you cut, you can cut here and this side also. Is it clear? But when you are cutting, you may be knowing whether this side or this side, right? So you have to see, if you cut here, then if you draw the line, then from here if you draw, you will get a tangent. Whereas if you cut here, if you draw the line, you won't get a tangent here like this. Okay, and you can draw that normal tangent here also. After half of the circle, you can draw the normal tangent here also. Okay, please make sure that if you take here this point, if you take this point here, it will be cutting somewhere here and somewhere here also. So you will be getting confused which one is the correct one. Okay, just practically you see that if you cut this side, if you take a point here, if you cut this side, then the point will come, and when you draw the line here, then it will draw the line like this. So it is not a tangent. It is not a normal. So like that you have to check it yourself. Is it clear, all of you? Okay. Now I will draw the line from point M dash, from point M dash to P, from dash to P. So now what is this point now? What is this point?
Ma'am, keep P as P dash, ma'am.
Keep
P as P dash, ma'am. Already P has taken, ma'am, at 12th point.
That's what I'm saying. This P is nothing but P12. P is nothing but, that's what I'm repeating. P is nothing but P2. Okay. If you want to make something as N, N, you make it N otherwise. Okay. Make it N here. Why? Because always we are taking the point on the curve as a P. So I have taken as a P. But here P12 is there already. You treat this one as a P12. Right? Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just wait for 1 minute. I'll come back. Yes, finished all of you? Finished all of you?
Ma'am,
Yes.
the distance between C and C12 is 15, na ma'am?
Don't take exactly 15. 5D is how much we got something 15.7 like that.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't do like that, this curve will go somewhere else. The proof is what you have done is correct or not. The proof is the point 5 P6, it should come exactly above the C6. Okay. Instead of taking 15.7, if you take 15, if you take 15, then this curve will go somewhere else here. And here this point will go somewhere else here. P7 somewhere else beyond this point. Is it clear, all of you? And please extend this line. Please extend this line. So what is this line now? What line we got? What is this line? What do you call this line? What do you call this line?
Normal.
Yes, normal. Yes. Now we have to draw the tangent passing through this point. Okay. Now tangent. And I want to extend this line. So for extension, I want to draw one line here, somewhere here. You can extend with the scale. Okay, now I got the line here, see. So this is the tangent and this is the normal. Okay. So this is the normal. And this is the tangent. Right, now it's clear, all of you. Now what we are showing in this curve, in the total, there are many lines, right? There are many lines. What we are showing, what is the important here? What is the figure here we are doing? Yes, please, anyone? Please respond. Yes, please.
Cycloid, tangent, and normal.
Yes. So these three elements you have to make it dark. Okay. We have to highlight these three. So after looking to this figure, you should be able to understand what we are showing here. Okay. Okay. Let me. First I will select this one. Selected, then I will make this one as 30. So from the beginning we are making with 30 mm only. Okay, like this. Select. Now is it clear now? Is it clear now? Yes. So your drawing should be visible in this way, very neatly in your notebooks. Okay. So this is you here. You please better to write little bigger size. What is this? This is a cycloid. So here I will write a cycloid. So I want to change here 40 as per I set my dimensions here. Okay, 40. Cycloid. Okay, like this. So please you have to show in your notebook also in this way. Okay. Now next figure is next figure is epicycloid. Next figure is epicycloid. Epicycloid is here. This cycloid is revolving in the straight path, but whereas epicycloid is revolving on the curved path. Revolving on the curved path. The circle is, so this will be, instead of this line is a straight, So this line will be in a curved path like this. So that is the epicycloid. So write the definition epicycloid. Write the definition epicycloid. Yes, are you writing now? The curve generated by a point. Yes, please. Are you all writing?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, epicycloid, epicycloid, epicycloid. The curve generated by a point. The curve generated by a point on a circumference of a circle. On a circumference of a circle, which rolls without slipping along another circle outside it is called an epicycloid. Okay.
Ma'am, 1 second, ma'am.
Should I repeat again?
Yes, ma'am.
The curve generated by a point on the circumference of a circle, which rolls without slipping along another circle outside it. Another circle outside it is called epicycloid. Whereas it is rolling inside it is called hypocycloid. It is rolling outside it is a epicycloid. The circle which is rolling inside it is a hypocycloid. This hypocycloid you don't have in the syllabus. Okay, don't bother about that one. Is it clear now? Now, so what you have to do is first draw the circle of again 2.5 centimeter radius. Draw the circle of. I think please open your page number 22. Open the page number 22. Open the page number 22. Yes, open.
1 minute.
Okay, you see the second one. A circle of 50 mm diameter rolls on the circumference of another circle of 150 mm diameter. 150 mm diameter outside it. Trace the locus of a point on the circumference of the rolling circle for one complete revolution. Draw the tangent and normal to the curve at a point 85 mm from the center of the directing circle. So that is called epicycloid. Okay. So first draw the circle of 5 centimeter diameter. Draw the circle of 5 centimeter diameter. So I will show the diameter also.
You will ask me questions you want me to answer, but then I am asking you one question, that simple question that let us ask.
Okay. So this is small r. This is small r.
Next time I want to see your notes, because I want to see
This is capital R.
people are writing down and what.
So you also show the dimensions in this way. Okay. So any one of the any one line, either you can take this line or this line, any line, you can extend that line of 75 centimeters. I mean 7.5 centimeters. Why? Because the rolling circle, the path is 150 mm, 15 centimeters diameter. Okay, this is 15 centimeters. 15 centimeter diameter means here I will draw the circle so that you can able to understand here. So this is okay. Don't draw here the circle. Don't draw the circle. This is rolling on this path. Okay. Previous it is rolling in the straight path. Here this circle is rolling in the straight path of circumference length is one circumference, that is nothing but one revolution. And here also it should revolve for one revolution. So we have to measure this length equal to not whole length. This length should be equal to circumference of this circle. Okay. So I want to draw the line here. One circle means how to calculate this circumference in the curve length. So small, you can see in the notebook here. You can see in the manual. Small r by capital R. Write it in your notebook. Angle alpha. Angle alpha. Are you all doing? Angle alpha equals to small r by capital R. Small r by capital R. So here I will write a small r. Small r is equal to this one, and capital R is 750. Please don't write 750. You write it 7.5. Okay. Now is it clear now? So from here, what you have to do is from here, you make it 120 degrees with protractor. 120 degrees with protractor. Keep your protractor here, center of protractor here, and measure from 0 to till here 120. Measure from here 0 and 120 in a clockwise direction. Take this as a center. So you mention this one as a O, center O. Okay. This as O. Right. So from here, you please draw the 120 degrees from here to here. So I will remove this one. Don't get confused. I will remove this circle. Now I will draw the 120 degrees here. So for me, it is very tough to draw in a clockwise. Of course, it is in the clockwise direction. The curve will not draw the clockwise direction. Okay, this will draw in anti-clockwise direction. So first I will draw the anti-clockwise direction. Then I will deduct curve. Center end. Start. Center. Start. Angle I want to change. So 360 minus 120 is how much? Yes, I got. Now what I do again here, I will draw one more curve here. Why? Because I will tell you while we are doing in AutoCAD. Center, start, end. Okay, now here I got two curves. I will remove the previous one. I'll remove the previous one. So I think you also did the same, right? Then I will draw this line here like this. Okay. Now, yeah, I think you completed the same, right? Yes or no? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So how you got this angle? How you got this angle? Let us say this is alpha. Where I should write alpha. So I will not write alpha here. Just you write alpha. Okay, this is alpha. Alpha equals to, you please write down here, alpha equals to, let us take anything. Okay, alpha equals to small r by capital R into 360. Small r is 250, I mean 2.5 divided by 7.5 into 360. So we'll be getting 120, right? We'll be getting 120. So similarly, I will take this point as a P. This point as a P. This point as a P. And you better to show this one as a radius. Later on we can show that one radius. Okay, this already we have shown. Okay. Now here in the previous figure in the cycloid, what we have done? This is the path, right? So we made it 12 parts. We made it a 12 parts. So here also we have to make it a 12 parts. So for you, how will you make it 12 parts? It's very important. So you make this one, how to, you know how to make a angle into two equal parts? Yes? You know how to make an angle into two equal parts?
Yes, ma'am.
Already you learned in the, which class? 5th class.
Angular bisector.
Angular bisector. So same thing you have to make into two parts. Just try to understand me here. So can you make a 3 parts? Any angle 3 parts? So here what you have to do? Here you have to try, you have to do a trial and error method. Try to understand here. Please see on the screen, all of you. Put your pencil or pen on the table. Don't hold it. Just see on the screen. Please try to understand how to make a equal parts with compass. This curve, you have to make it into 12 parts, right? Of course, in
Ma'am,
AutoCAD,
ma'am,
yes.
ma'am,
Yes,
one second, tell ma'am, how did you draw that curve, ma'am? One second.
you please don't concentrate on the AutoCAD. I will explain later, right? But
No,
what
ma'am.
with compass only?
Yes, ma'am.
What is there? Simple. After drawing this one, whether you can take this line, whether you can extend this line or this line, whatever you want to take, you can extend this any line. Okay. So I
Okay, ma'am.
extended this line. This is nothing but 750. So it is given here 15 mm, 15 mm diameter,
Okay, ma'am.
which is rolling on other circle. This circle is rolling on other circle. So this circle radius is diameter is 15 centimeters. So radius is 7.5 centimeters. Okay, I extended
Okay,
this one.
okay.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am, thank
now from how you got this angle? Let us say this as alpha. Alpha equals to small r by capital R into 360. Small r is 250. Small, here I will write it. Here let us take, I will take this as a just word, nothing but like, okay. Let us take this as alpha. Don't take as this as a I will take alpha. I don't know where it is, mathematical symbols, where it is. I have to search here. Okay. So just you take A as alpha now. A equals to, please understand this one. This is not A. This is alpha. Or else here also I will make it a, okay, this after this one. Small r
13,
by capital R
15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 21, 22, 23, 23, 20, 24, 25, 26,
360 degrees.
27,
Okay, is equal to
7,
is equal to
27,
120. How much is smaller? 2.5. Let us take 25. Okay,
27.
divided by
I'm going to ask you to make next time you're going to ask it below.
capital R is 75. 75. That is equal to into 360.
Hello.
So this is equal to
Issue. Okay. Just a minute.
120.
Right. 29.
Is it clear now? Please make it here 120 degree here. Okay.
32.
Is it right now? Is it clear now? All of you?
34.
Yes or no?
35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 41. 42. 43.
Is it clear?
43.
Yes, ma'am.
44.
Yes. Please note on this one. So here also I will write it A only. Alpha. Okay, now I was telling something important here. Here I can make equal parts, divide. So divide is equal to select the object. So I want to make it into 12 parts. So 12 parts, enter. So I got a 12 parts here in AutoCAD. Okay. Now for you, with the drafter, how will you make a 12 equal parts? So first you have to make into 3 equal parts. So 3 into 4 is 12 or 4 into 3 is 12. Okay. Listen all of you please clearly. So first you have to make into 3 equal parts, not 2 equal parts. So how will you make a 3 equal parts? This method is not there. Okay. So how you have to do in trial and error method. You have to take some approximately one part of this circle with compass, one part of the circle with compass, and cut it somewhere here. Okay, and same radius from this as center, cut it somewhere here. Right, and same place from here, cut it somewhere here. So it sometimes it may be going beyond this, the last one, or sometimes it will be going within this curve. Is it clear, all of you? What I'm saying? Should I explain once again?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh, take approximate length 1/3 of this curve, approximately 1/3 with compass. Let us say this is, I'm feeling this is 1/3 from here to here. Okay, approximately. Then this one as a center, cut it here somewhere. Right? Again, this one as a center, where you are cut, this one as a center, cut it here somewhere. Again, this one as center, cut it here somewhere. So, suppose if this curve is cutting here beyond this line, right? So, what you have to do is make with pencil 3 approximately with pencil roughly with your hand between these 2 points equal parts. Okay. After doing equal parts, what is the whatever we got the here point, right? From there, take the as a center and take one division extra. Here, in this extra length, you made it a 3 divisions, right? In this length. So from this center, and you take add one extra length here with compass. Okay, so that length of same length, again take this as a center and cut it here. So this has a length, this has a center, cut it here, and this has a length, cut it here. So it will be exactly cutting this point. This is trial and error method. Okay, after dividing 3 equal parts. So suppose if I got a 3 equal, I will draw the line here.
Ma'am, once again you.
Huh? Yes? Should I explain once again?
Yes, ma'am.
My suggestion is, please don't hold your pencil or pen, anything in your hand. Just look on the screen. Just look on the screen. I will remove this one, suppose. Okay. Now just you take with compass this one as center and approximately 1/3 of this curve. Take 1/3 of this curve. Okay, we don't know exactly 1/3. Okay, so 1/3 of this curve. Okay, now here I forgot. Here automatically you got 120, right? Yes or no?
Yes,
The
ma'am.
angle plot is 120, so we can make it 10 degree. If not, if it is 130 or one other than 110 degree. Here in this case, so you can divide it very easily 1 degree. Sorry, 10 degrees. Here you can make it. If this alpha value is like 110, then how will you divide into 12 parts? We can't divide, right? So in that case, you have to divide in this way, trial and error method. So first, approximately you have to divide into one part, approximately one third. Okay, 1/3. If I divide suppose if I got 1/3 here somewhere else. If I got 1/3 as somewhere else, right? Suppose. Okay. Now another somewhere I got here same length. If I measure with compass this one, now this has a center same length. I divide somewhere I got here. Okay. Somewhere I got here. Somewhere I got here with compass. Okay. Now again same length. This has center. Again I got somewhere else. Somewhere here I got. Okay. So if I got somewhere here, it means these lengths are not equal, right? These lengths are not equal. So we have to make it equal. So how to do? In this here at this portion, you make it approximately equal to 3 parts. Make it three parts here like this with pencil only. So with pencil only, approximately 3 parts like this. 1, 3 parts. Approximately. Okay. Already you would have got this extra length here. One extra curve you got, right? So approximately you make it within this 3 equal parts. Then what you have to do after doing this one, whatever we got the last from here, keep your compass center as this point and measure till here. With your compass, take this as a center and measure till here, the first division, up to the first division. Okay. Now with that same measurement, again go to this point as center, this point as center, and mark it here. This point as center and mark it here. So we will get we'll get this point, second one. So you please avoid this one. Again, this you will get somewhere here. This is after you are getting more. I will write it here. Suppose the curve is extended till here. Suppose the curve is extended till here. So we have to divide these to each part to each division. So how to divide is this way. So after getting this length, this extra length, you have to reduce that one. Okay. So from here you measure the first part and take that as a length, as a radius. Take this as a point P and measure it and cut it here somewhere. Okay. So like that you can do it. So here in this case, you no need to do all this. Okay. Already you got this 120, right? 120. So what you have to do is just you make it into 10 degrees. Don't bother about the this all method. Okay. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now please draw all the lines at 10 degrees. Draw all the lines at 10 degrees. So don't bother now. So when we are getting that type of like other than 12 degrees, I mean 120 degrees, which is not divisible with 12, then we can go for this one. So most probably you will get this way only, which you can divide very easily. Okay. Now draw the lines from each part, from here, here. Okay. So you have to draw these lines with HB 2H pencil. 2H pencil, not with HB pencil. HB pencil for actual figures. Yes, finished. Okay. So yeah, sir. So we got in this for 12 parts. Is it clear now? Okay. Now here you please extend this line. Please extend this line of 25 5 centimeter. Extend this line of 5 centimeter. Extend this line of 5 centimeter. So I want to draw one more line here. Okay, I will trim it later on. So this is more than 5 centimeter. Now what you have to do is, look at here. Take this 0 as radius, this point as a 1, not 1, this point as a radius, 0 as a center, this point as a radius. Draw the curve in this way. Draw the curve in this way. Okay. Okay, draw the curve in this way. So here I'm drawing this one. I'll shift it. I'll move this one here because I want to draw an offset. I will take this as an offset. So what you have to do is you have to draw this line, taking this as a radius. So let's see here. So I want to take this as a, so I want to extend this exactly here. But let me see if it will come or not. I want to extend this one. Let's see if it will extend or not. Yes, it's extended. Yes. Okay, now see, look at here. So you take this as center, you take this as center, this as a radius. Take this as center, this as a radius, and draw the curve like this till this end. And while you are drawing the curve, this curve should pass from point 1. Compulsory this point, it should pass from point 1, like how we are done in the cycloid. See the cycloid. When you are drawing, when you are starting the line from 11, so drawing a line parallel to this baseline, so it is passing through point 1, right? So similarly here also, when you're drawing the curve here, taking this as a radius. What is that radius? 0, and this is 11, point 11. So I will write here text again. This I want to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I told this you can take as 12 also, or you can take P12 also. Doesn't matter, okay? Okay. Now it's clear up here, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. See, only 1 or 2 are responding. What about others? What about others? Now, similarly, you take center as O, radius as till 10, this length, O to 10, but don't draw the line. Just with compass measure O as center and 10 as a radius, this length, and draw the curve like this. Draw the curve. And like that, similarly from 9, O to 9 as a radius, draw the curve so that it should pass through 3. So here, see how I am doing. So instead of doing like that, I am drawing the offset. I want to draw the offset. So I done only from here. I will extend those. Okay. See here how it is going, how this line is going. All are extended, right? It is going from here. Okay. Okay. Now please look at this on the screen now. See how it is. So instead of in AutoCAD, I have made in this way, but you have to do while you are measuring from 0 as a center, 11 as a radius, you have to draw from 11 and you should pass through 1. Then extend this one till here. And similarly, 0 as center, 0 to 11 as 10 as a radius, draw the curve so that it should pass through point 2. So that it should pass through point 2 and extend here like this. Similarly, center as 0 as center, measure 0 and 9 as a radius. Okay. Now draw the curve. So when you're drawing the curve, automatically it will pass through point 3. Okay. Then extend till here. Okay. So like that. And here one more point we'll get. The center line. This is a center line. This is a center line. Okay. So from center. So from center means 0 to center. Take as a radius. 0 to center take as a radius and draw the curve. This is a center line. This one you should not forget. This is center line. Okay. This is center line. On this only we have to show the point C1, C2, C3, C4 like that. Okay. So similarly here also from 9. Draw the line, so it should pass to point 3. So here 0 to 8 as a radius, draw the curve so that it should pass to point 4, like all these curves here to draw in this way. It's clear all of you? Then after doing this one, this one cycloid and this cycloid and epicycloid is one and the same, but only the curve, these are the horizontal curves, but these are the curve line. Okay, this is a straight path. Cycloid is a straight path, but this is the curved path. Only that this difference is there. Okay. Now here we have to make it. We have to extend these lines. We have to extend this line. So I will take a. You extend this line till the center line. See this one. This please look at careful. This is the center line. Which line is passing from the center? So till here we have to extend these all lines. Okay. So I will make a line here. I will extend. I'll take a command extend. Extend. Instead of doing, I will take like extend all. Enter. Then this one I want to extend one by one. It is not extending here. Let me see. Yes. So you also please extend in this way. Up to the center line only. See careful. This is center line up till here only. Don't extend beyond that. Are you looking on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. Yes. Now extend it till center line. Okay. Is it clear all of it till here? So here I will make it as 1 dash 2 dash, same as in the cycloid. Same as cycloid. Here this is 1. When the wheel is rotating on this curve, so this will become 1 dash. So this is 1, right? So this will become 1 dash. So I will here make it as 1 dash. 1 dash. This is 2 dash. 3 dash. 4 dash. 5 dash. 6 dash. 7 dash. 8 dash. 9 dash. 10 dash. 11 dash. And of course this is 12 and P1 and this one, right? 12 dash. Hence the original position in the at this point 12 and here 12. Okay, after one revolution, after one cycle. Okay. So if this is 1 dash 2 dash, so this will become, what is this points? These points here. What are this? What are these then? C1, C2, C3. Okay. Here I will write C1, C2, C3. C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6, C7, C8, C9, C10, C10, C11, and C12. Okay. Right. Anything is there to text? Okay. So let us take this one as a, okay, not required. Okay, let it be. Now, is it clear, all of you? Yes. Same what we have done in the cycloid, same thing we are doing here also. Okay. Now we had drawn the construction lines. Now we have to draw the actual actual curve. Can anyone tell how to draw the curve? How to start? Yes. How to draw? How to plot the P1, P2, P3 now? Please tell me fast. Yes, please respond. Please
Ma'am,
respond.
again you repeat your.
Which one? From where?
You said how.
Say again. How to?
You asked some question, ma'am. Please repeat it again.
No, how to plot the point P1, P2, P3? How to plot the point? What we have to do now? We constructed all lines, that's it. And now we have to do the actual curve. We have to draw the actual curve. How to draw now? How to plot the
Ma'am,
P1, P2?
from P and that small circle radius, we should measure 2.5 centimeters, ma'am.
Yes.
From C1, we should take from C1 as the radius, 2.5,
Yeah.
we should cut an arc.
Where we have to cut?
On the
Which
line
line?
11 and 1, the curve
Yes,
passes
yes.
from 11 and 1.
Yes, good, good. So now we'll go to the arc. So center, start, end. So center is, I am having center, start, I can start that point, taking as 250, 2.5 and end. So I will select this one. So here it is asking the center point. So this is the center point, right? So this is the center and it is asking the starting point. So I want to keep my cursor here. I want to keep my cursor here. So it will go always in the anti-clockwise. Always this this AutoCAD will draw in anti-clockwise, not in clockwise. So somewhere it will get. So here you can see 269. So I want as 250. So 250. Enter. So you can see here I got a curve. So like that you have to do with your compass. Measure radius as 250 and C1 as a center and cut the line passing from 11 and 1, this line. So this will become the P1. So similarly, like P2 also, C2 also, but I want to keep my cursor here. So we have to cut on this line, right? So I want to keep my cursor here approximately. Then 250, 250. Now I got, here I cut with compass, like a compass. Okay. Similarly, this one, P3 as the radius. Somewhere it will be cutting, so I want to keep my cursor here. So and again 250, enter. So like this. So be careful which line is you are cutting, not this one. This is the center line. So this one you have to cut. Please, many of you students will confuse between these two lines. Don't confuse this one. Okay. Now C4 as a radius. C4 as a radius. It will be cutting on line fourth, this one here. So I will keep my cursor here. Somewhere it is cutting here. So I want to keep here. So 250, like this. And again, this one, C5 as the radius. So somewhere it will be cutting here. Somewhere I will take here, 250, enter. So like this, right? And C6. So exactly when you extend this one, exactly the curve should be here. Okay, the curve should be here. So automatically for me, I will get the curve like that because I'm doing in AutoCAD. So for you also, you have to do exactly drawings, maintaining all correct values and showing with scale and protractor. C6 as a center. And I want to take here like this, somewhere here, because somewhere I will get curve like this. So I will put my cursor here. Or here I will take somewhere here, but because I will get cursor like this, curve like this. Okay. So 250. Okay. So I am drawing the curve like this. Look at this. So here when you extend, exactly it will touch here. Okay. Some options are there. If it is touching or not, with this we can able to find out. It will show intersection. It will show like a cross mark here, exactly here. Okay. If I show here, if I take something else like a drawing. So this is the cross mark. Can you see here cross mark? Cross mark means exactly the point is here. Okay. Now you don't bother about this one, AutoCAD commands. Later on we will teach how to draw this one. Okay. Okay, now I got. So with center C7 and 2.5 as a radius, cut line like this. You do all as you are done doing this one. Okay. But here what I do is just I will take a command, mirror command. Instead of doing like that, I will take a mirror command. Okay. So mirror command, select the objects. I want to select these objects, these curves. Instead of I'm using this R command, I want to use this command. Okay, instead of using R command 6 times or 7 times, no, 5 times. So I want to use this one. Okay, selected. Of course, this is not required. No need to select this one. Not required. Enough. Not required. So I selected. So the first point, first mirror point. So I want to take first mirror point as a 6, 7. I know that 6, 7 is at the exact center. Here 6 parts and here 6 parts. So I want to select it. Mirror point is this one. Okay, and another point. So mirror line, another point of that line is this one. Okay, so selected. So automatically I will get these points here. As you can see. Okay, I got all the points. So you draw with the compass, taking C6, C7 as this one, C8 as this one, C9 as this one, like that. So here I will draw I will put a points clearly so that I can draw a curve with a free hand. Okay. So points, where is a point here? Copy. I want to copy this point. This point as a displacement point. Yes. Now I want to put a points on each intersection here, this point. So exactly it showed the cross mark. So it is intersection of that point. Here many symbols will show like a triangle and a square. So what are those is I will tell at the time of when we are doing AutoCAD commands. Okay, but it should show here cross command, cross mark. Then it is a point exactly at the intersection. So here little bit something is there. Please be careful at like these points. So here also intersection points showing. See where it is showing intersection. There only you have to pick or you have to select this one. And in this case also, we have to be careful about the here or here. Okay, this is a center line. So you should not mark any point here. This is the point. And one more point here. Did I mark here point here at the point B? Yes, I did not show here, but here also I want to show. Okay, like no. Now it's clear. Is it clear now? Now, after you also made a point on each intersection of these curves, right? So that when you draw the line, freehand draw line, your vision will go at this point only. That's why I told you to show the point at the intersection, right? I think మీరు ముగ్గులు వేస్తారు కదా ముగ్గులు అనేది రిఫరెన్స్ పాయింట్స్ పెడతారు కదా సో ఎగ్జాక్ట్లీ యూ విల్ గో దట్ సైడ్ ఓన్లీ సో in the same manner here also when you put a point here because many lines intersection lines are there, you can see here some many are there. So if you keep a point here, so then you can draw the straight single stroke line. Okay, now here, but don't show very bigger point, don't highlight that point, just small point. Now here I will take as a, now draw the line with single stroke joining all these points. So here I will take as SP line. SP line. I will start from here. Can you able to see? Yes, can you able to see or not? And sometimes I can stop here. I can stop here in this manner. This line, see here, the line is going beyond that line. So I can stop here by maintaining like this. I can stop here and then I can mirror it. So I don't want to do now. Otherwise, should I do like this? Okay. Okay. Now I can mirror this one also. So like mirror, select the object. This one I want to select. Enter. The mirror line is from here to here. The mirror line like this. See, I can do like this also. But we have to check whether it is going, whether it is passing exact that line or not. Yes, it is passing exact that line. So no problem. Okay. Okay. Or else you can you can continue with the free flow curve. You can continue. This is free flow curve. So I better to continue using the SP line. I will remove this one again. I want to show like with command that one only. SP line. SP line. Right. So I want to start from here. Are you all looking to the screen or just sleeping?
Yeah, we are seeing.
Yeah, good. So suddenly I may ask any time to show your drawings. Okay. So I want to just put my cursor here. Then I want to enter the enter button. If I keep here, see this somewhere it is just it is moving. So I don't want like that. So when you continue this line, it will go somewhere here. So I want to keep my cursor here. Then I will click enter button here. Okay. So like this also you can do it. Okay. Now what else you have to draw now? Again, we got as epicycloid. What else we want now?
Tangent and
Tangent.
normal.
Same method here also. You take some tangent, it is some point on the curve. So I will put a point some on the curve. I want to copy some point here. I copied this point. I want to keep somewhere else. Okay. Now I will take here. Previous I have taken that side, no? So I will take here. Okay. I want to take here. So here somewhere. Okay. I want to take this point. This as a P. Okay. So here in the question, is asking to take for normal tangent, normal to the curve at a point 85 centimeter, 85 mm from the center of the directing circle. Okay, from the directing circle, from center of the directing circle, you measure 85. Where it is cutting, there you cut. There you cut on the curve. So like this also you can do, otherwise here also like this also you can do. So the previous in the cycloid, I have taken a point here. In the cycloid, I have taken point here. But in this, I want to take here. No problem. If you take here also, same way. How you are drawn, same way. So here at P1, sorry, at P, this is the point. So here what I have to do, here where we are, what we have done after that? After selecting the P, we are taking the radius till the center line. So here also we have to take the radius till the center line. So center line from here, measure 2.5 and mark here somewhere. Mark on the center line. Again arc, start center end. Okay, start. I will start. Not that one. Just wait. Center, start, end. So this is center. Start is what is the radius? 2.5. Okay, 2.5. Enter. So See here, look at this point here. It is cutting here, center line. I'm cutting the center line. Can you see here? This is the center line. I'm cutting the center line. Don't get confused between these two lines. This is center line. So join this
Ma'am,
one and this one.
again, you say how much centimeters he took, ma'am? He said in the question.
Okay, in the question, what is saying is draw that normal tangent to the curve at a point 85 centimeter from the center. Here, from here, you take 8.5 centimeter. It is cutting somewhere. Either you can take here or here. You measure with compass. So that you take as a P. That you take as a P. Now, okay, to avoid, I will show you. This I will remove this one. This I will remove. So what it's saying is measure 8.5 centimeter from the center of the directing circle. So from here, I will draw 8.5 centimeter. Okay. Anywhere I can draw. If I want to keep here, I will keep my cursor here, so it will show here only. 8.5 means where it is cutting. Okay. Otherwise, I will draw the curve line. I take the arc method. Center, start, end. Okay. Center. So this is center. You take this as center. And start. So I'm just putting my cursor here. I don't know where it is. 8.5. Here I will type the 850. 850. 8.5. Enter. Right. Now you see here. 8.5 I got here. Okay.
Ma'am, AutoCAD only takes values.
No, again I'm telling you, please don't bother about the AutoCAD commands. I don't have an option to show in the screen with free and drawing, like how sir was teaching. He's having a touch screen laptop. I don't have a touch screen laptop, so I am unable to show in that way. Like we have to show on the blackboard, right? Now you please don't bother about the AutoCAD. After 7th sheet, we will be concentrating only on the AutoCAD, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I think this is not correct. Draw the normal tangent to the curve at the point 8.85 centimeters from the center of the directing circle. It is cutting somewhere else. I think it is cutting here. 8.5 centimeter is cutting here, somewhere here. Okay. So you can cut there, or you can take like previous I have shown you. You can take like that also. Let me see where it is there. Okay, leave it. Again, I will take that point. I'll keep that point here. Copy. I want to copy that point. Suppose I will select this one. Enter. Okay, I will take here. Okay. Now here. So here also this is the previous line. Now, okay. Now from here take 2.5 centimeters and cut the center line. 2.5 centimeters, cut the center line. This is center. This is anti-clockwise it will go. So I will put my cursor here. So 2.5 I will take 250. Enter. Like here, see. Okay, I got curve here, and I will draw the line here from here to here. Let us say this point, like what point we mentioned. What is the point we mentioned in the center line here? Same point we will mention here also. So this point is M, right? M dash. So here also you write it here M. This point is M. Here you write it M. This one is P. I will write it later. Then from here, just draw the line to the center of the directing circle. From here, draw the line till here. Okay. Okay. Now, what you have to do after drawing this one? From here, not from here. Here you got the two same case what I told in the previous. If it is cutting here, it is cutting the baseline. So here also it is cutting the baseline. See here. So from baseline to this point P, you have to join. So baseline is cutting this point, baseline, right? You have to join this point. So that will become what? What does that become?
Normal.
Normal. Now let us check whether it is exactly normal or not. Because I'm getting a doubt. It is not a normal. We are not getting a normal. Yes, we are getting a normal. Okay. So sometimes that's what. If we cut here this side, if we cut this side, okay, then we'll join this one like this. So then we may not get this normal. Even though here we will check we are getting normal or not. Okay, I will extend this line. Extend. And again, I will erase this one. Then this one, for this one we want a normal, right? So again, line command. Here I will take a perpendicular. Perpendicular to this. No. Yeah, perpendicular to this. See, perpendicular line. And now it's clear. Wait. Can you able to see the green cross mark bottom portion? It is said if it shows it will select there only. So we won't get at exactly at that point. So I will take first a small one, then later I will extend that part. Yes. So I made it a small line. I will extend this one. I will extend this line by drawing a line, one more line here, like this, and one more line also here. I want to extend both the sides so that a tangent should be clearly visible. Okay. And now extend. Extend. So I want you have to select this one, and this tangent. Okay. Enter. Now extend this one. Yes, extended. Okay. Little more shall we extend? Because this side is not clear. Yes, remove this one. Now I want to extend this line also. So I will draw one more line. Here I am not satisfied with this line here. Again, I will take extend command. Enter, not extrude. Yes, I want to select this one and this one. Okay, the next one. Then I will delete this line now. Okay, now is it exactly? Yes, it's showing exactly a tangent only. It's showing exactly tangent. Okay, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
No, okay. So what you do, you please instead of marking this side, you better once you mark this side and try yourself whether it is coming or not. If you mark this side, what happens when you draw this line here and from here when you join these 2 points, the tangent will come in this direction. See here, in this direction. ఇలా వస్తుంది. So that is not a normal. Okay. So do it in both the sides. You check it yourself so that you will get a confident in which you will be getting that which direction if you draw, you will get the normal and tangent. Okay. Now in this, what is this figure we are doing?
Epicycloid.
Epicycloid. The epicycloid, normal and tangent. Let me write here P1, P2, P3. Here I want to make a P1. P1 by big size. P already there. P is already there. P1, here P2. Here this is P3. You remove this. I will later remove this 3 here. I will write here P3. Okay, please don't get confused both together. This is P4. This is P5, P6, P7, P8, P9, P10. This is P11. This is, if you want, you can write it again. Here I want to write only P12 because only P12. So automatically you can understand, right? Okay. So here I want to write, this is the normal. So here normal. And this is the tangent. Now is it clear all of you? Yes, total figure is finished. Yes, now it's clear. Now I want to highlight these points. Now here you make it as a yum. Here yum dash. Okay, so only a little bit is left. So I will make it that one also. This one is yum. And this one is yum dash.